to that lick. All right, guys. So today is a special day because it is my birthday. Well, actually, not today's not my birthday, but when you guys are seeing this in the future, it is my birthday. So I still want to bring you guys a great lesson, and we are going to talk about Joe Pass's favorite lick. Now, this is one, since I've been doing a little deep dive on Joe Pass, that he uses multiple times, even in the same solo. So we're going to take a look at 5 different variations of this lick. It's a very common piece of jazz language known as the honeysuckle rose lick, and we're going to see how he varies it and take that apart, show you how to play it all over the guitar. It's going to be a good one. There is a PDF for this lesson that you guys can get in the description below. So let's get started. Now, like I said, this is called the honeysuckle rose lick. It's based on the Fats Waller tune, Honeysuckle Rose from 1929, which is an old jazz standard. The standard form of this lick that you might hear goes like this, because that's the melody of the tune, Honeysuckle Rose. Now, what's interesting here is if we take that lick and think of it as a shape, so all of those notes together, and then start to vary different parts of them, we aren't just stuck with that lick, playing that lick and kind of inserting that into our solos. We can use it as a jumping off point to create more interesting lines. And this is one that Joe Pass uses a ton. So the first example I want to use is over Stella. This is Joe Pass on his solo on Stella. He's playing over G7 and he plays this. So the part at the end there is the honeysuckle rose variation. Instead of going and jumping that 6th, he swaps the 3rd and the 4th note. So he goes C, A, E, D instead of A, C, E, D. Right? And this is kind of a cool way of utilizing that lick. He's still thinking of those same group of notes, but just varying the order of the 3rd and 4th. And he does this again in a different solo on Cherokee. And this time it's over like a C minor 9, where he plays this opening part. And then right here, instead of going right to the C, he approaches it chromatically. So the lick is, he puts that B in there, the B natural, so that he lands on the C on the beat he wants to. So again, the lick, right? So instead of the standard form for that honeysuckle rose, right? So let's take a look at another one on Stella. This time it's over an A7 sharp 11. He's starting on A. So all of these phrases, all of these licks, they start on the root of whatever dominant chord we're on. So this is A7, so we're going to start on A. Now you would think it would go F sharp to E. What he plays instead. So he just is embellishing that ending. He hits the F sharp, does this pull off all the way down to D sharp, and then back up to F sharp. That's another cool one. Let's take a look at a different solo, this time on Limehouse Blues. We got 2 variations here. So if you guys are noticing, some of these solos he's using the same phrase just like as part of his line. So on Limehouse Blues, this is on D flat, so a D flat 7. Again, down here he's going, that would be our normal honeysuckle rose lick. That's the shape we're using. This time, instead of starting off with 8th notes, he plays that first note for a quarter note. So it's, instead of going right to the A flat, he does this little enclosure. So he has, it's another nice way of varying it, so the rhythm's a little bit different. Later in that solo on the E flat 7, he plays similar variation up here. Instead of going to the C, B flat, he anticipates going into that C chromatically, and then goes chromatically down to the B flat. So it still has the same shape. We're still going C, B flat, but the way we get to that C and the B flat are a little bit different than expected. And it just changes up the way the lick is phrased. Now, those are 5 different variations that you guys should definitely implement. The other thing I think you guys would want to check out to really get this into your playing is knowing the best place to play that lick, the shape of it, across the guitar. So we're going to go through that really quickly. It's listed in the PDF as well. And again, as any of the longer time viewers know, I base this around this secret jazz chord. So if you haven't checked that out, you're going to want to go back to that previous video. So we'll do it on D7, and we'll start down here. So with B as my melody note I'm thinking of for the secret jazz chord. The first one there, we have this D. And we're going to play it there, based around that secret jazz chord. When we move up here to that one, we have that shape. Going to this secret jazz chord, we have two different ones. The higher octave, or we can go here to the lower octave. In this next position, I don't like the one here because of that leap and then the roll. To me, that's uncomfortable. So I would just stick to the lower version, which is the same type of fingering we had in the 5th position. And then the last one is this secret jazz chord, and you have starting on this D, or you could even do the one that's here. So we have 2 for that last one. All right, so that is it for this lesson. If you guys dig this, please like and subscribe. You can comment below if you want to send some love for my birthday. It really helps with the video and helps this reach a lot of people. I'm glad that the last video has gotten a lot more engagement than usual and views, and I hope to continue that. As always, if you guys have any suggestions or requests for topics or things for me to cover, you can also drop that in the comments. So I will see you in the next video. Thanks.